This is where we're going to look at Notre Dame against NC State. A really undervalued win for the Irish against a pretty tough team in a tough environment. Before we get started, if you could like and subscribe, and obviously look down in the description or scroll down below the video and get some t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, whatever Coach Caviar gear you like to get from offtheflipdesigns.com. Anyway, we'll jump right into it, to a really big win for Notre Dame. Very first thing that we're going to look at here is just an early third down. And right here, NC State, they end up bringing the blitz here. And as you're looking at it, they bring 6, and they even brought a safety right there. So right here, as you're looking at it, Notre Dame, they leave 6 in there. They're back in trying to protect. They sort out the 5 plus the Mike, but they don't win their one-on-ones. Right here, this Stevens tackle who slanted out from a nose into a B-gap player. He edges this guard and gets to the backfield right there, and Sam Hartman gets absolutely planted right here by a couple guys. Not only the nose that got in there, but also that D-end. And obviously some of you guys probably play quarterback. You know, that's a very awkward way to go down right there. And this is early in the game, first series, and this is how it ends. And of course, that's not the start you're looking for, but that also shows kind of the toughness of Sam Hartman. But right here, as far as the routes that they're trying to run, obviously it's man-to-man. If you're going to bring 6, it's going to be man. The only thing that I could think of right here, you're getting a bit of a rub here. Pretty decent job here by the corner working through all that trash and staying tight. But you should kind of know, hey, I'm feeling this pressure. I'm feeling this safety blitz. My outlet as fast as possible is going to be this under. There's a bit of a rub there, natural rub. Maybe give that ball to him and see if break a tackle. But instead he is playing a little bit late to it. Right there, gets sacked. They're lucky they didn't give up the ball there deep in their own territory early in the game. This look right here, Notre Dame's actually got their tackle over. So they've got 3 offensive linemen over here instead of a tight end. Their tight end's over here backside where a tackle would be. And all they're doing is they're running the old school power right here. Not a lot of teams are running power. They'd rather run counter so they can get that kick with the bigger body as opposed to the fullback. But right here, blocking backside, doubling to backside. Linebacker here over here. The tight end and tackle, which is really another tackle, are going to double there. There's your kick right here from the fullback. He's going to J-block that, hopefully get his play side shoulder. Guard's going to pull around for the front side linebacker. Running back, scrape those double teams as tight as you can, get it behind those pullers. Here's the kick. The outside linebacker's trying to pin everything and turn it back into everybody else. So a good kick there. He condenses it a little bit and still makes it. Really good job here working through that on that angle to that backer. And right there, he just walks up to him. Gets him pinned into that gap. Here's the puller. Hopefully you place that shorter kicks. And now you're running vertical right there, getting on the safety. Great job right here, block on the outside as well. Take most dangerous. A lot of times you know off of game planning, say this guy back here might be the better tackler, so you might want to go block him and leave the guy who's not quite as good at tackling. Anyway, running back right here, backside linebacker trying to fold over the top. Outruns him, stiff arms him. He can't catch him. And now it's just recruiting and athletes right there in space. And great job right there. You can't complain right there. Running power on a 1st and 10 in an unbalanced set, and it looks just as pretty as it did back in the 80s when that was like the #1 run that everybody was running, just straight power. And right there, Notre Dame showing off that they got a guy in the backfield that can actually outrun people, and also just the O-line that's able to move them. Right there, huge touchdown early against NC State. Here's a concept at basically 3 receivers over here. You got a tight end. He runs a shallow. Fullback actually runs where he's running across the field here. You got a basic in that window, and out here it looked like they ran some sort of a sit, probably about 10 or 12. Running back checks, and he's getting out, holding right there, high-low on that guy. So if I was looking at it, I'd say quarterback, we're seeing zone or man. Hopefully he can get out and keep him low. Really trying to work that. If the corner backs up, gets into that, and they get bodies out there on that smash, now you can get back to that dig. It turns to a shallow concept where you high-low this backer right here. So as we watch it, see quarterback catches it. Looks like his eyes may be going that direction, seeing man or zone. Looks like zone. He's sitting off. They're off right there. And you can see all these linebackers that are chasing that shallow from the tight end. So as they're chasing there right here, this receiver is going to end up running that basic into the window. Here's a huge alley right there to throw. Hartman drills it right through the middle of that window. Pretty good job here by the receiver understanding, hey, I'm in the middle of the field, but I can go up and make a play. Safety doesn't do a great job as far as playing the receiver. He's trying to play the football right there. Catches it right in front of him. Now he's up on that safety, turning a play that should have been a good completion into a really big explosive play right here. This is on a 1st and 20 as well, so he's catching it about 16, 17. And now kind of a bad angle. And now he's rolling right there. Huge play there on a 1st and 20. Already up 10-0 in a game that should be pretty tight. But that shows right there just how tight that window is for Sam Hartman. Not just a huge window. You see these linebackers, they saw this crosser, and then he sees this back. So right there, just that combination of this back sitting here and that crosser and him going there, open that window up for that dig. Sam Hartman's going to make that throw all day. Being the veteran player that he is, he's going to make that all day if you give him that window. This play, we got a couple of views, but real quick, I'll draw it up from the wide view. You got a go right there. You got a post. He's going to lean. He's got a post right there. Square in late. So quarterback's going to look here. As long as that safety goes there, makes it 2-on-1, you're going to go 1, 2 right there. If he would have rolled away, you might take that on a fade or might turn that into an out or something. But right here, as you're looking at it, quarterback's eyes start here. Safety is over the top. Corner's low. Don't like that space, so now you can go backside. You got that. If he wins to the middle of the field against that safety, give it to him. But if not, you got to throw it through that window. You got to put some heat on it. Right there on that post. Had the safety beaten by leverage. You can see he's outside of him, so he's going to lean at him, try to step on his toes, and then bang that thing. Tight window again. Hartman looks comfortable. Absolutely drills this. Great ball. Great catch right there in the back of the end zone there for Notre Dame. Again, not a big window, but he makes a throw with such confidence that it works out. Here's a look from the end zone. Again, catches it. Eyes here. Sees that safety's hanging. His eyes are over there towards that single. Cool. Let's see that post. He sees that he's eyeballing that dude. He's inside leverage, so he's already throwing him, about to drill us through the window. There's the window between that backer and that backer. You got to put it on his body. Great throw. Great catch. There's a late square in if you, for whatever reason, needed it. But right there, drills that second post. Great ball right there by Hartman. Another great call. Obviously, these tight ends, fullbacks that can run and catch and get into the passing game create a huge advantage, especially whenever you can dictate what coverage they're going to be in. Right here, NC State's in some one high look. They're still pretty flat-footed, but as you're looking at it, he's going to come across this hash. He's outside releasing down that hash. Get some sort of vertical, probably vertical read here. This tight end runs an out. So basically, that's 4 verts. They're really looking for these seams against the one high look. So as you see it, Hartman catches it. His eyes go here. He sees he's getting there, and then this corner of safety's off as well. So we're taking 2 for that 1. So you're going to start your progression now. Can you get to that guy coming across? This safety's hanging. There's a lot of bodies there, so now this seam is your next one. And again, no pressure. Hartman drills that. Don't want to get it too deep because now the guy midpoint can come over and make a play. Puts it on his face mask. Good catch by 13 right there. Again, good progression. Running these verticals right here, 1st and 10. A little bit of different look right there. That fullback releases into the seam. Just straight spot dropping there by the outside backer, so he's a non-factor. Probably could have got to it a little bit quicker. But right there, Hartman gets to it, puts on his face mask. Good catch there by 13. Big play on 4 verticals out of a 21 personnel set. Obviously ran this play a couple times. As I said, he's going to the flats. He's acting like he's blocking and he's going to the corner. Obviously, this is set up from running power. Just like we saw in the very first play. If they're running power, double team there to backside, gap hinge, pull for the front side. He would kick that linebacker right there, sliding there down the hill. So after they run power a couple times, now they're running the power pass. Opens up straight to it, doesn't reverse out, shows the ball to the defense. He's blocking off the edge. Everybody else is basically sliding that way. He's coming down like he's down blocking. He's going to the corner. Acts like he's blocking there, slips to the flats. Play fake right there. You're looking 1. You have 2 on the corner. You probably got some sort of a cross right there, but 1's open. Doesn't have to set his feet. You see Hartman's giving a little bit of ground right here. He's faking it. He gets his eyes up pretty quick. Continues to roll just a little bit. Gets it up and over that linebacker. Easy throwing catch for a 2nd and 2 explosive play right there to a fullback. And he's still rolling. Big body dude. Gets into the end zone right there. Big play on that power pass. And obviously, after you run power a couple times, this fullback gets a little antsy after getting kicked. Now he steps down. All he can do then is try to get his hands up. Can't knock the ball down, so get out there to the flats. These guys don't want to tackle 13, I guarantee it. He's able to big body these dudes and get to the end zone right here. Pretty special play there by 13. Really good player. One of the more explosive players of this game as far as the passing game is concerned for Notre Dame. Here's a little bit different set from Notre Dame. Motioning a guy across. You still got a fullback backside. He's going to the flats. Fake downhill blocking C-gap. Everybody else is sliding that way, and tight end's acting like he's blocking down. He's releasing right there. Fullback, he actually ends up going that direction right here, trying to be a viable option if they didn't get to the fullback right here. Again, quarterback shows the ball. Big fake right there. He's going to cut or block whatever's in the C-gap right here. Fullback right here slips to the flats, and you see Hartman right here again looking at his feet. Hartman's trying to get it over the top of this guy, and also this running back knows if I can cut this guy, he's going to get his hands down, and it's going to make that throw right there to the fullback a lot easier on this power pass. Good, easy catchable ball right there to the fullback, and he's able to get into the end zone right there. Very first read right there, easy throw and catch. Probably had kicked right here a couple times on power, and then right here that corner would be the next option right there. You see how that corner's flying down right there. Now there's nobody on top of that tight end, but they had the space right there to the fullback, give it to him. It's 3rd and 2, going to get the first down either way, but right there also able to get to the end zone for another touchdown for Notre Dame. This is obviously one of the things that really sets Notre Dame apart from a lot of the teams out there, is just their running game, their strength right here. Running duo, so straight downhill, playing with a little tempo right here. They snap the ball with about 24-25 seconds left on the clock. Right there, it's not perfect blocking, but giant bodies moving people, and then a great running back with a little bit of patience, really good with the zone, slows down, and right there's no chance he's going to tackle the running back right there. One of the best running backs in the nation, runs directly through that guy's face. He thought he was going to loop around and be able to play with zero momentum and tackle somebody. No chance. Walks in the end zone right there for 7. This is one of the things that really sets Notre Dame apart, is just that power running game. And right there, that duo unbalanced set, able to get in the end zone. This is another good look of it right here. Great double team here by 50, and I think that's 54. A great double team. You got a single here. Double team should be working there. That double team probably there, working up there. But directly downhill, not perfectly blocked. They just get just enough of that defensive tackle, and then good patience right there. Strength and just basically physicality right there by Notre Dame, starting to take its toll on NC State here late in the game. This play is a really interesting look from Notre Dame. You got a tight end over here who's got a huge split, who's playing square, looks almost like a tackle. They bring motion here, fake that direction, they even fake play action here, and they roll. And all you've got is you got a crosser there from the tight end, and you got this receiver running a post over. So basically getting a smash with a play action roll out that direction, seeing what takes place. But right here, really interesting look there with that tight end that wide. Ball gets snapped once he gets past the quarterback. Faking mid-zone, outside zone there. And all they're doing is a delay. He's shallow. He's coming across going post. And again, Hartman being just the seasoned dude and just a baller that he is, he's flat. 13's over the top. And right here on this angle, you can really see as he's coming across, he's going flat. They probably never thrown it like this in practice or anything, but right here, he's over the top of him. So Hartman just says, hey, you know what, I'm just going to loft this thing up and see what happens. So right there, lofts it up, throws the ball into open space, which that's a quarterback that's feeling it. Probably one of those things the coach never taught him, but it's just one of those things that just being a ball player understands. Throw the ball to open space, let your guy adjust, and that's what they do right there. Now, they probably threw somewhere he was over the top, threw a shallow because he stayed off or whatever, or threw that mid-level. But right here, based off of that angle, I'm not thinking they've done that very often. So right there, just lofts it up in open space and says, my guy is going to go make a play for me. I just put the ball in open space. That's what happens right there. Makes the play, gets into the end zone. Impressive win in a hostile environment for Notre Dame. They really overcame a lot, showed a lot as far as having to go through the weather delay and all that stuff, and then still coming out and be the most physically dominant team against a pretty good NC State team in its hostile environment early in the year. I was very impressed with Notre Dame. It's going to be really interesting to see how it continues throughout the year. I know they got Ohio State later in the year and also USC. Those are going to be really interesting games, really interesting matchups on both sides of the football.